Like, back in the day, it was pretty much impossible to go properly gluten-free. And you had to... I don't think you could even eat out. I had a friend who was gluten-free by choice for whatever reason. And she aspired to be a baker because she knew how hard it was, you know, to find gluten-free stuff. And so she wanted to open up a gluten-free bakery. And she got really good at it. And so whenever we'd eat out as a group, she would insist on finding places that, yeah, actually had gluten-free as an option. And it was decidedly difficult to actually find sufficient stuff for that. I have a defensive potion I think I'm just going to put away. Oh, right. We also have a bunch of electronic scrap that I can put down, too. Okay, shovel. I think I'm just going to spend some time quickly clearing out my base, just so it's not messy. Because I want to be able to enclose it in walls, so I don't have to defend as much. But no, just going back to the whole, like, manga isekai thing. Back when I was living with my folks, unemployed and just kind of waiting for YouTube to take off, I definitely spent a lot of time reading isekai as kind of like a escapism. But I found it's one of those that, because it's amateur light novel, generally, or they are amateur light novels, there's kind of this this aspect of many of them are copycats of each other. It's like how so many people are sick of roguelike deck builders because they're all over the place, and they're all kind of the same. But you have the kind of couple of really good standout ones, and then you have all the other ones that are just, like, not great. That just follow the leader, and maybe they have some new gimmick that makes them kind of stand out for a bit, and then you kind of forget about them because they're just not good. That's the problem that gets me, is just like so many of them are just so painfully boring that why would I ever sink any more time into this? Manhwas are a little bit better, but even then they're starting to blend together pretty bad. Yeah, the problem with people saying they're gluten-free by choice is that you have a lot of people not taking people that have celiacs. They don't take those people seriously. Yeah. No, the thing is, I'd almost say that's kind of a cultural problem, and it's like this weird... I'm not going to say, like... Oh, it's effectively like this weird victim-blaming thing. How do I make a door? Oh, door. Not, like, in your general regard. Will the robots go through the door? Maybe they can't. It might be too small for them. As a deck builder guy, how do I fix my scaling problem in Slay the Spire? Scaling problem? Like, you're not scaling fast enough, or is there something else? Because I have no idea. It's not the first time where people laugh at others for not eating something, only to become common understanding several years later. That's something I do actually really appreciate about, like, culture, that, like, even if you have a bunch of kind of garbage people that are slow and refuse to change, or even mock change, generally it still makes it there. I was watching a documentary on LGBTQ issues in the US, and how, like, you don't think about it too much, but, like, yeah, 15 years ago, we were still, I mean, when was it Prop 8? Whatever, the one in California that outlawed gay marriage for a little while, and so on and so forth. You know, that was like 10, 15 years ago. But nowadays, like, at least in much of the US, and especially California, it's like gay rights aren't even something that people are talking about anymore, because it's just a given. Yeah, it was Prop 8. Okay. And so just thinking about kind of how much of a cultural shift we've had, even over the past 10 years for so many issues, and that, yeah, there will always be the people that make fun of you for being, oh, you're gluten-free, and it's like, yeah, I got celiacs. Oh, does that just mean you're on, like, some kind of weird diet? No, it means my body can't process gluten. And it's like, I've seen people have this conversation in person, and it is just bewildering that so many people will just, yeah, sit there and say, like, well, mock people with legitimate health issues. But, you know, in 5-10 years, everybody will kind of have a general awareness of, like, why gluten-free is kind of important. Or maybe not. I don't know. It also depends on where you are in the US, or world. Not just US. It's just easier for me to comment on US because, guess what? I live here. Okay. There we go. We almost have this base cleaned up. I've heard of lactose-intolerant people getting hated on because people thought they were just trying to be trendy or pretentious. I hate that. You should never have to justify, like, hey, I have an issue. Let's see. Like, I had really bad childhood pneumonia, and I always had the hardest time convincing people that, like, yeah, my lung capacity sucks. And, you know, it's been kind of a lifelong thing that I'm working on. But outwardly, of course, I look like a perfectly normal human being, and you can even see me doing Ring Fit, so clearly I'm, like, an absolute fit individual. But, like, it took me, I'm gonna say almost 20 years to get, to feel like I wasn't always short of breath all the time. That doesn't help that I have a really small nose and a couple other issues behind it, but it's like going to gym class or track, and the coach is like, why can't you run multiple miles like everybody else? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe I have a health issue. No, you don't. You look fine. And it's just like, ugh. This game feel like a more happy Don't Starve. Yeah, kind of. It's got aspects of it. You still get attacked, but it's not bad. It at least scratches the same itch, but I will say I'm liking this a little bit better. Let's see. Like, I love Don't Starve mainly because it feels... I think mechanically Don't Starve is going to be better than this game, but this has managed to get a more casual, kind of fun game feel, as opposed to Don't Starve, which honestly feels like wanting to play more Don't Starve honestly makes me feel like some kind of weird Stockholm syndrome, where it's like, I want to play more of it, but I know I'm going to suffer the entire time. COVID will probably make folks more sensitive to people with long-term lung injuries. I hope so. I mean, obviously, hopefully we can find some solutions to the long-term lung injuries, but yeah, being more sensitive to other people in general is just good, regardless of the reason. Let's see. Okay, let's get a little bit more wood here. I got a lot done. But keep playing this. I don't know, like, I kind of want to keep playing this for a while. I realized that I said today was going to be an indie game lightning round, but, like, I am having a good time with this. It's just casual enough that I don't have to try very hard, but just complex enough that I don't feel bored. Plus, the base defense aspects are... Like, that's always huge for me. I want to... Oh, you know why I like this game? You know why I like this game? This is what Fortnite should have been. This is exactly what Fortnite should have been. Go out, explore, grab resources, bring it back, build up a base, defend against invasions. Let's see. Kind of rinse and repeat, find interesting locations to find interesting loot in. I mean the Battle Royale or the pre-one? I mean Save the World. Pre-Battle Royale. But, like, this is absolutely what Fortnite should have been. Based on, like, the original vision for the game. Oh, I need more plank. I guess let's cut some more trees. What's my inventory doing? Getting kind of full. Let's maybe drop off some coal. Where did I even get coal? Oh, right. I had to mine it because it was in my way. I would thoroughly enjoy more games that follow this exact formula of go out, explore, grab resources, build up a base, have, you know, your storage, your crafting, and so on and so forth. Kind of in the same vein, this is part of the reason why I liked Fallout 4 so much. Because so much of the game was going out... Okay, so much of the game was centered around going out, scavenging, bringing it back, and expand. Isn't it like Drake Hollow? Yes. The only problem is Drake Hollow felt kind of vapid after a certain point. That you did the exact same thing over and over every time you, like, went to a new chapter. It would just be go out, explore islands, grab loot, maybe barest minimum of a plot, find a couple of cute drakes, bring them back, realize that, like, oh, now everybody's starving because you don't have enough, and kind of rinse repeat. Let's see. Another game I enjoy with these vibes, minus the base defense, is My Time at Portia. Did you know My Time at Sandrock is coming out in a couple of weeks? Because I'm really looking forward to that. I tried playing Drake Hollow, found it's not friendly single player. It wasn't bad single player. Having played it with Shell, I have a pretty good idea of how the single player worked. I think just ultimately, it needed more to do in the world and less immediate repetition, and it needed a lot more interesting things. 7 Days to Die tried, but they've broken and fixed it too many times. Every time I come back to 7 Days to Die, I enjoy it more. It's not perfect, but I enjoy it thoroughly, all the same. It's just ugly as hell. That's a big issue that I run into with 7 Days to Die, is that it just is a bit eye bleedy. Now, don't fully quote me on Sandrock. I just saw it on my upcoming releases list, but you know, if it's on that calendar, there's a decent chance it's coming out. It's probably going to be in very early access, going to have kind of buggy translation and a bunch of other things. But you know what? Whatever. I could never finish My Time at Portia, though. I always feel a little guilty about that one. Because it's like, it was kind of a neat game. They just long. Oh no, did I not standardize my... And my base will be attacked soon. Cripes! Well, you know what? Grand scheme of things, I'm well equipped. We should be okay. Let's sleep. At least now I've got a full palisade wall, so we don't have to worry about getting ganked. Okay, did I put away my shovel? Yeah. Let's just keep working on this. I'm sure eventually they'll start punching through my wooden walls in a bad way. But I'd rather have wooden walls that get destroyed than them actually getting to the sensitive bits that I'll have to worry about replacing. Especially because I don't think I actually lose anything whenever anything goes down. Okay, so I gotta... Oh, I need more plank. Plank! Plank! Okay. Oh, no, it's fine. Let's undo some of this. Just to have it match up. Okay, so I have a 3-segment zigzag. I think this should be... Yeah, this looks better. It could have actually been one more, I think. I'll take the extra space anyway. One, two, three. That looks right. Okay, now I've got 3 doorways. So we'll have to see if the, if they actually come through. Because, yeah, we've got the door, but we don't actually have a doorway. It's fine. Let's see. Other thing we should probably do. Let's just pull everything out of this field. And then kind of replant some of it. I think we might want to replant some of it afterwards, though. This is going to get kind of hairy quick. I've still got some food on me. Probably eat a smidge of it. Let's see. Anything else I want to do? Let's look at the leek seeds. Go put those off. Oh, that's the leeks. We want the leek seeds. They're dark. Easy to miss. Let's see. Anything else? Maybe just the scrap metal and the ore. Just so I don't... just so I can go adventuring pretty much immediately after this. Now that's just a random robot living outside my base. I don't see anybody here. Here's one. Okay. Okay, these camera angles are a little rough for what I'm trying to do here. But that's okay. Man, better weapons make a difference, though. Okay. Was that it? Are we good? It made the noise like we're good. I didn't really check this direction. Yeah, it looks like we're fine. They didn't even get to the walls. Barely even touched me. Okay, so in that case, let's destroy that. Build wooden door. Perfect. Okay, let's see. So my inventory is a little full. Let's just dump some of these things off. I've got tons of scrap. Weapons are okay. Resources are mostly fine. Let's maybe cook 2 things and then get out of here. Interesting. I wonder if it actually conforms to the amount of fields that you use. Because I got less seeds that time than previously. Okay. They're here. Grab leek seeds. And cauliflower seeds. And pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin, cauliflower, leek. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's any kind of substantive difference between any of these. Like, just in terms of what I put down, most of these plants all seem to have the exact same general requirements. Oh, we should get the auto waterer, actually, before I go anywhere. Let's build that now, seeing as I'm kind of loaded with resources, and I'm sure I've got enough of whatever is required. Okay. So I need a watering machine. So we need some circuits, and we need to make something that I might not be able to make, actually. What do I need? What do I need to make this stuff? Brown chip. Just copper. As long as it's not the gold chip, we're good. It's the gold chip. Well, dang. I guess it's time to go adventuring. I'll water by hand, but this is something we want to solve soon. Luckily, I have more food than I know what to do with. Oh, do I want to make some more cooking pots? I need to cook that much. Okay, you. Just give me that sweet drink. You know, one thing I didn't really expect after lockdown. I guess I kind of should have expected it, but I really don't like drinking water that much anymore. I've been drinking water kind of non-stop. And it's gotten to the point where I'm actually starting to lose it a little bit. I totally mined some gold earlier. I did. And I have gold. The big issue is the gold chips. Unless I'm mistaken... Oh no, I can make them. Never mind. I thought for whatever reason they required a higher tier resource than I have. Not resource. A higher tier skill level than I currently have. I guess that's what I get for making assumptions. I think we need copper. But yeah, it looks like all of these chips actually just require the exact same. So let's make 4, because I think I'm going to need 2 waterers. And then 2 generators. Because I think I'm going to need more. Okay, watering machine. Oh. It do be like that sometimes. Okay, so you know what? Okay, fine. I'm just gonna put those down. We're just gonna have 2 of these. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna need more electronic scrap and some other things. Yeah, let's just expand our power network. As much as possible. Let's see. Now here's a question. If I could... Oh, I don't have enough plank. Yeah, can I daisy chain these things? Maybe I can. Okay, no. We cannot daisy chain in this exact manner. Well, I guess I'll just put it right there. So the other question is... Oil tank. There was a water tank that I had to get. Yeah, there's a water tank. And a scarecrow. I need 3 lumber. Well, definitely don't keep that stuff on hand. I should, but I'm really bad at it. Okay. I also drink coffee instead of water. Ooh. I've been drinking... I mostly drink water just because... You know, most other things have... decent amount of calories in them. Let's see. Grab those. So I'd try and cut down a little bit. I guess here's a question. Easiest way to tell. Let's just grab a seed. Just basic tomato seeds. Let's see if the watering machine will work. Yes. Okay. So I'll have to work on this one. Expand it out. We'll wait until the, we'll wait until after all these crops are done. But at least now I don't have to manually water anything. Okay. Other thing. Let's go put some bars back. Eat some food. Okay, wood, crystal, things. At some point I will sort this inventory down, and not have to worry about all this stuff, but right now, I'll just take what I can get. The headaches of coffee are the worst, because it's less of, I want coffee, than I need coffee. Yeah, it's why I never got into coffee, or, like, heavily, let's see. Anything with caffeine, I think, would mess me up if I was not careful. What am I waiting for, actually? I guess let's just convert all of my cauliflower into fabric, which still is kind of weird to me. And then let's sleep. Can I sleep? Yes. Okay, there we go. So I'm not hungry. Let's go on an adventure. Connect the battery to radio tower. Oh. I picked up a battery. Did I put it away, or... I forget. Well, you know what? Let's just go on an adventure, and whatever happens, happens. Because I've spent the last... like, week in this camp, and it's starting to drive me a bit nutty. I want to go on an adventure. I want to bonk some robots. Let's see, like tea, but you put sugar in it. Yeah. Oh, blue herb. Okay, so that's the kind of herb we want to keep an eye out for. Yeah, I like green tea with honey. That's usually one of my go-tos for, like, drinks to pick up. Same thing with, like, sweetened black tea. But yeah, I realize that is, like, hilariously terrible for me. And so I try to limit it. Same thing with kind of fruit juice and some other things. But there's only so much you can do with what's available. Okay. Yeah, just keep an eye out for red herb. Oop, oop. You're the kind? Nope. There's the kind that has the extra scrap for the thrusters. I absolutely love that one. Oh, there's red herb. That's what I'm trying to keep my eyes out for. Because I want to be able to heal. Alright. Onwards. I say as I get really distracted finding a billion red herbs. Okay. So, big problem. Am dying. Let's see. And of course I don't have any healing items on me. Oh, that's the point of the shield. Okay, we've got a couple of things, though. Namely, off these two. Okay, if I keep the shield between me and them. Luckily, my enemies are really stupid. Like, AI is not particularly bright here. Come on, I'm here. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I think I actually have to get them to shoot my shield. That if they miss the shield, and just hit me directly, I take full damage. Which is why we need to really invest in armor here. Okay, let's loot the exterior of this place, because I'm pretty sure as soon as they go inside, they all respawn. At least judging by the last place we went to. Eat up. Level up. I like the lootable level books. I do find it a little bit boring. Oh, here we go. So the power module was just baseline in my inventory to begin with. Cool. Also, looks like there's no interior. That's just a generator. Nothing more. All right. People think honey is healthy, but it's just sugar. It's still healthier than a lot of the sugars that at least we have available in the US. Or at least sweeteners. I don't know. I really should study more of these things, but like I think you're still better off let's see. You are better off having like honey as a sugar additive than just plain raw sugar. Or let's see, whatever the corn sweeteners tend to be, because that stuff's real bad. Corn is fine in small doses, but it's not great as like a big thing. Yeah, high fructose corn syrup. Yeah, that's the one you want to stay away from. Great, I got signal from this from the first station. Getting a second station will be easy too. Second shelter's quite far away, but should be equipped with a battery. If you get this, you can go straight to the Southern Research Station. Good luck. Okay. So let's check the map. What do we got? We've kind of cleared out this whole area. It wants me to go here. Wow, this is a big map. I wonder if they plan on having multiplayer in this game eventually. I kind of hope so. Because I could see multiplayer being, like, really good with this. Having friends to kind of explore with and work with. Because playing it solo it's fun, but it would be really nice if I could have, like, a couple other people to, you know, gather resources. You know, you have the one guy that's focusing really hard on wood, and you have one guy that's focusing really hard on... Let's see. Let's grab the scrap as we go by. I know that fits in my inventory. And then we flee, because they're going to shoot me in the butt if I stick around. Like Thai iced coffee, too. Thai iced tea is so good, but I only ever have it occasionally, because I know that's bad for me. Oops. Don't use the pickaxe for combat. That's real bad. Okay, so I need to do a lot of things. We honestly need some more planks. Plank. Boy, that's a lot of scrap. Let's see, put the blue crystals over here. One of these takes oxygen. Not that we've run into any places that actually require oxygen for any reason. Let's see, move the herb. I did pick up a lot of canned food, but boy, it's not really worth it. So what's your go-to drink to brighten your day? Rice milk. Oddly enough, I absolutely adore the flavor of rice milk. It's super good. Because it's a lot like regular milk, but just slightly sweeter, which is just kind of nice. How do you milk rice? I think what you do is you pulp rice into, like, effectively a thin powder, and then you just mix it with water and then some additives just to make it tastier. Yeah, so there's also horchata, which is, like, even better, but still even worse for you. It's the same way you milk an almond, oats, or anything else. With the exception of soy. You can use soy to make, like, actual legit milk. I think you still have, like, a fair amount of solid waste that comes out of it, but soybeans have enough water content in them that you can properly milk them. The milk rice I've had so far wasn't very good. I just have rice dream. That's all I need. Almond milk I like. Can't stand soy, though. I haven't tried almond milk yet, mainly just because I know almond milk is really bad for the environment, so I try and stay away from it. Mainly because, like, I understand there are people that actually need, let's see. There are people that actually need, you know, almond milk because nothing else works for them. So, like, I'll leave that to them. I'll just keep going for rice milk because that's a little bit more efficient. Okay, my inventory is too full. This is kind of normal. Okay. Transfer as much of this stuff over as possible. Back, grab some more. Okay, so, build. What do we think the range on this thing is? I'm just gonna guesstimate something like this. And we'll try and plant accordingly. And then just remove based on what they can't take. I think actually, I bet it's this. I think this was right. I'm gonna try and do like a full square, see if it can still handle it. Okay. Bring this in a bit. Okay. Beet seeds, tomato seeds, cauliflower seeds. I think, we might honestly want to just limit ourselves down to, like, a handful of seeds. Like, cauliflower, obviously. That is going to be our wonder seed no matter what. Just because that's how we make fabric. Then we'll do pumpkins. Okay, so it looks like a full square. The watering machine can handle a full square. Okay, that's actually really convenient farming. Pull these down. Oh, I've still got some electronic scrap I can put away. And not having to water it is massively convenient. Okay. I could plant some more things, but I think I'm fine. We should cook with a lot of this stuff, though. So let's go turn all of the cauliflowers into fabric. But I think we're starting to hit the upper limits on the amount of fabric that I even need. Yeah, we're loaded for that, so let's leave that for a little while. As I understand it, almonds are massive water hogs, which causes problems for other Californian farms. Yup. Having grown up in San Diego, there were a lot of people that were really mad at the almond farms because, honestly, hypocritically, people were mad because they couldn't water their lawns. So nobody could have these, like, really lovely green lawns. And so they were mad because they wanted the almond farms gone so they could have their stupid stupid lawns. I never really sympathized with that mentality. San Diego is beautiful. San Diego is probably the nicest city I've ever lived in / near. Just in terms of like visual. It was just, I mean, it's a city that does not have to plan for inclement weather. The worst that we ever get is ash from nearby fires, or goss. Which made it pretty convenient to live near there. Yeah, but why are they doing high water farming in the desert? Because people are short-sighted and greedy. That's really what it boils down to.